This cemetery is great. Most cemeteries are really wonderful places. They're great places to come and have a picnic, ride your bike, feed the ducks, all sorts of things that you can do in cemeteries.
Most people wouldn't be caught dead relaxing in a cemetery. But that's exactly what Bridgette Mongeon likes to do. Peaceful rolling lawns, trails for wandering, and hardly a soul around. This is the kind of afternoon she lives for.
I make it a point to visit them whenever I can, wherever I can. Most people want to see the Eiffel Tower. I want to see the cemetery. When I drive cross country, I look for cemeteries.
Markers of all shapes and sizes remind us of people from our past, often evoking stories, memories, and feelings from loved ones. But it's not in spite of the graves that Bridgette visits cemeteries, it's because of them. They are works of art that inspire her own memorial sculptures.
Sad to think that my commissions are based on a family losing somebody. There's two trains of thought. Either you think it's the best thing, or you think it's so macabre you don't want anything to do with it. But the point is that I get to help families grieve. It is, for me, the most honoring thing I can do.
Bridgette turns clay into impressive bronze impressions. They become tributes for grieving families because Bridgette's become focused on the most tragic of circumstances: children who were lost too soon.
There's accidents, there's long-term deaths, there's cancer. Probably the youngest was Jenna, 20 months old, had cancer her whole life. What happens in America is we have a tendency to cut ourselves off. We only have so many months to grieve and then forget it.
You're done now.
Yeah. I'm sorry if you suffer from a loss. You have that loss for your whole entire life. It's there. And there will be memories, things that will stimulate it. I don't care how old you are. And I give these parents an opportunity to grieve. They come to me. I say, call me, talk to me, email me, send me the photographs, talk about your child. I connect to their child, not just through the photographs. It's the emotional aspect of it. I connect because of their connection to their child.
It's as much talent as it is passion that guides Bridgette's hands. She only works on one child at a time, so she can capture those little details, the tiny flashes of personality that only a parent would notice. Working with the families has become Bridgette's favorite part of molding memories.
I think that co-creating that happens between the two of us, between my client, myself, and the deceased child. I mean, they send me everything. Their toys. I love getting their clothes, love getting their shoes, because you can't wash the dirt out of the shoes. So it still has the dirt from when they were playing in them.
What do you do with those things?
I think just having them around, just looking at them, feeling them, knowing that's part of something they loved, and that interaction, it's a whole package. The interaction with the parents, the items that they send me, all pulls it together.
I think I need to know what you think about when you're creating one of these sculptures.
I think of their lives. I think of their parents and the loss. If you can take the emotion that I'm feeling, take the emotion that the parents are feeling, and put it all into the clay, I hope that that transfers so that people, when you look at it, you would get emotional over it.
With each sculpture, the weight of a family's loss leaves a lasting impression on Bridgette's heart. She has grown attached to children she will never meet. It can be difficult work, but when she visits one of her finished pieces in a cemetery, it reminds her of just how important it is. I'm trying to figure out who that child is so that when you walk up to that child, you'll know right away. Ellie was an artist, and she did this art for MD Anderson.
I created that in that way so that her friends could come and do a rubbing of her art with their crayon and their paper. And you see her face and you see the butterfly. You know Ellie. And I think by going on this journey with these parents, I have been able to get to know their child and celebrate their child with them. I'm usually the last thing on someone's list of things to do. I am the final check. I've had the memorial service, I got the cemetery plot, I got the tombstone. This is my last thing to do. And then they have to let go. In a way, they've been connected, now they're having to let go. And so it is that time at the cemetery when it's placed and it's all finished. That's when it's most difficult for them. For me, I just feel I celebrated their life, and I continue to celebrate their life.
Someone once said that what we leave behind in this life is the memory of who we were and what we did. Bridgette Mongeon will leave behind a legacy of comfort. Her sculptures help parents through their darkest days and remind them of precious, beautiful moments she is honored to preserve.
Thank you for sharing and celebrating with me and allowing me to be part of this journey. I feel honored. There are little things that happen that let me know that what I'm doing is a good thing. You could call it kisses from heaven.